Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your weekend tarot reading for 7th and 8th of April 2018. Now, many people have asked me if Valentine's mummy could be in the video. Very briefly, we're going to say hello to Valentine's mummy for as long as she wants to be here. She's not brilliant about the camera, are you, sweetheart? No. This is Princess Leia. Is that about it? Yes. You can see the black bit, that's Valentine, and then the rest of you's white, isn't it, sweetheart? Should we let you go? Yes, you can go down there. That's as much as I think you'll see of Leia. Usually what Leia does is comes and sits on the table when I've finished, or kicks the cards on the floor. Don't you, sweet pants? Yes, that was very good, sweetheart. So that is Valentine's mummy. Sometimes they snuggle together, sometimes they beat the living daylights out of each other. Hey ho! Right, this is your weekend reading for 7th and 8th of April 2018. I'm so proud that I can remember the date. I will say it twice. We're using Gummy Bear Tarot. Ting-a-ling! Because it's cute and also it's good. I'm surprised how good this is. I kind of got it just because it tickled my fancy and I love tarot cards. But actually, as a set to read, with. Oh, these are interesting. Oh, okay. There's been a couple of readings this week. I think one of them was the Six of Cups earlier in the week. Oh, Valentine's mummy's still in the room. Earlier in the week, about someone who's not very good for you. Some people are going to be working those issues out definitely over this weekend period, probably over the whole Mercury retrograde time, but definitely over the weekend period. In the middle of the reading, I've got the Five of Swords, and this is the card of finally deciding to, what my mum would say, take your bat home, you know, to not play the game anymore, whatever the game is. And usually with the Five of Swords, there's power, power play, power struggles, kind of covert rules that nobody really shares or that people have to intuit but nobody actually says what they are. There's often little transparency, there's often a fear of relationship or a fear of commitment or a fear of vulnerability, which is unhealthy. This weekend, I think for some there's been some long dark nights of the soul going on, there's been some clearing out going on, there's been some reckoning going on. We've got the Nine of Swords, which is my 4 o'clock in the morning card, the Wolf card, the Wolf Hour it's called. This is when, I mean, look at the little gummy. This is when things seem much more fearful than perhaps they really are, but also the Nine of Swords, the swords are always above. So it's all in the head, it's where it all circles around the head and you just can't make sense of it, you can't see your way forward. Best to try and say to yourself, I will revisit this again in the morning, because 4 o'clock in the morning, who makes sense? But there is something underneath this. Major Arcana, the Devil in reverse. Even though it's the devil, that is the cutest gummy bear card. Poor gummies. Now these people are chained to each other and to the devil. This energy always represents that somebody was playing with your shadow side, that somebody was keying into your darkness, and probably you were keying into theirs. It's usually a two-way street. It's not about blame, it's just about the way chemistry goes, the way that our life paths interact with other people, the way that we affect each other. But nevertheless, sometimes, and I feel this time will be coming, and this could be either romantic, work, parents, whatever it is, you are going to decide that this situation feels just a little too toxic for you to stay in. That's that Five of Swords. I actually quite like the Five of Swords, because instead of continuing the battle, they've just dropped the sword. This person feels a temporary sense of triumph, but it's a hollow victory. And then next to the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. This is the card of independence. It's the card of thriving as an individual, not just getting by. If you're worried you can't do without this person, this money, this job, this situation, whatever it is, this tie, do not fear. Nine of Pentacles says different. Nine of Pentacles says you can get on. Not only can you get by, but you can thrive. Have confidence. And then above that, the Ace of Wands. If we can get over the fact that it looks like a really big willy and that it's got a gummy bear stuck on the top of it, which I find all that a little bit difficult to compute, let's just put that to one side. It's gone. Nothing to see here. Ace of Wands, great card. The beginning of something new. Again, the beginning of thriving, the beginning of creativity, the beginning of hay fever, if you're me. It's not even properly spring yet. It's the beginning of new ideas, new possibilities. And then just finally here, the Four of Swords. That is taking your time over this weekend to process. That's processing. Isn't it, Valley Bobs? Valley Bobs, where is she? Just there. Can hardly, oh, you can see an ear. There she is. Valley Bobs was in here before I'd even set the camera up. Not the same as Mum. Mum is different. Mum is a different soul to Valley Bobs, but equally as gorgeous. Oracle card, we get the Fates. I think we're coming to accept with this situation, there are some things we can't control in it and there are some things we can't know, but we can trust to the fates that it's a good idea to remove ourselves from the toxicity of it. That is definitely the one. That card's come up loads. Friendship. In the meantime, seek out your tribe. Seek out your pit crew. Seek out your true soulmates and friends and family, whoever they are. The people you know are 100% on your side. Only spend time with them during this clearing period. Those are the people you can trust, that you won't judge them and they won't judge you, okay? And you will both thrive from that. Interesting weekend reading, people. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonates, okay? Do hit the subscribe button and the April readings will be up very shortly. Okay, namaste.